Welcome back to the STRIVECast.
Season 3, episode 15.
Yay! 15! Welcome back, everybody, to the STRIVECast. Should we introduce ourselves?
Of course, Liv.
Go ahead, Susie. Start us off.
Okay, I am Susie Cloutier, and I'm a producer.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes my girl, Whit. I think she's also my producer.
Hello. Hi, Whitney.
Hi.
Noel, want to introduce yourself?
Yep, my name's Noel Paul Thompson, and my main man, my next Adam Levine, is Pete Brown.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, but thank you, I think.
Yeah.
You're the new lead singer of Maroon 5.
Yeah, right back at you, brother.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
And I'll toss it to my main man, Jeff.
Oh, thank you, Pete. You're awesome as well.
Is he your Avril Lavigne?
What? Come on.
He is my Ariana Grande.
Oh, thank you, Pete.
I'd like to move on from this topic. Hi, Jeff. Welcome back. Glad you're here. Sound and video engineer, want to check in?
Hi, I'm Ryan, the sound and video engineer.
Hi, Ryan. Thanks for joining us. And I'm Olivia. Gang's all here. Glad to have you with us. Susie, who are we interviewing today?
My dad.
Susie's dad, Jim Cloutier, who is a very well-respected man around these parts. And we can't wait to chat with him all about the important work that he does, not only in his work at Cloutier, Conley and Duffet, but about all the ways he's involved in our community and all just the awesome things he's done in his career and in his life. So excited to chat with Jim Cloutier, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait. Anything else we want to chat about in the intro, or we want to get the show on the road?
The show on the road, girl.
Okay.
Show on the road.
Show on the road, Noel. Sound good?
Hi,
Yeah.
Olivia. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Jeff. How are you?
This looks like you look.
All right. Well, then we'll get the show on the road. So, Jeff, you know what to say. We'll be.
We'll be right back.
Please welcome Jim Cloutier. Yay! Welcome, Jim.
Well, thank you. Great to be here.
Of course. Thanks for coming.
Liv, Dad.
I believe Noel has your first question, so let her rip, Noel.
Welcome to STRIVECast. Jim, tell us about what you do at, what is it again?
At Cloutier, Conley and Duffet.
Oh, Cloutier, Duffet. Yeah.
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 Well, I've been working at that company for 40 years. So I've done a lot of different things over the years, but right now we're still basically trying to do what we have always tried to do, which is to help people in southern Maine, and mostly in Cumberland County, families and small businesses and people who have some legal problems, because we're a law firm. And right now there's 5 lawyers here, and we used to have 4 Cloutiers. Now there are 3. Unfortunately, one of my brothers did pass away a couple of years ago, but that's the way we have been and always have been, is to try to help people, especially families and small businesses. One of the things that we do a lot of is if you're in a family or in a company or a group that owns a property that you live in, real estate, and sometimes you need a mortgage, then we take care of that. We do the title search and things like that.
Nice.
And, but we do a lot of different things.
Pretty cool work, right, guys?
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
My dad is the one to go to.
That's right. He sure is. All right, Jeff, you're up.
Okay. Why is local government important to you?
Well, local government, most people really don't spend too much time thinking about it. But what you find out if you do is that local government is the area of our community governing that makes most of the important decisions. Everybody seems to know, we have a governor. Everybody knows who the governor is and what she does, or sometimes it's a he. Um, and people run for the various state offices, and they, so we know about state issues. And we know that we vote people into the U.S. Senate and into the House of Representatives in Washington. And every 4 years we vote for the president. And they're on the news all the time. But the state government and the federal government, they don't decide much about our local schools, which everybody has to take advantage of on one way or another. They don't decide much about how we're going to plow the roads and maintain the parks and try to boost up the local economy if people need jobs and they don't seem to be available. So all of that happens at the local government. And so I've been on before I was on the Portland City Council for a long time. And now I've been one of the commissioners for the Cumberland County, which is our county, the whole county. And I've been one of the commissioners for quite a while. As a matter of fact, I've been there so long, I think they're kicking me out in a couple of years for being.
Well, I apologize. I think I messed up in the questions sending to our pals Jeff and Noel, and there was a question I meant to give before that one to Jeff. That was, can you tell us about being the county commissioner?
Oh, well, sure. The county, I'll tell you what the county does, and and the county commissioner, it's also just like being on the city council. Your basic job, as far as I've always said, is to watch what's going on and mostly stay out of the way. Don't make trouble. The people that are working for the county or working for the city, they all usually do a very good job. And one of the most important things you can do is recognize that they are doing a good job and make sure that you hear from the people that are actually doing all the work, what it is that they think could help them do a better job. So that's, but the county does a number of things. One of the biggest things it does is operate the county jail. And that's not a great place to visit. You don't, but it's an important place. Some people have very great trouble. Either they did something that they shouldn't have, or they have to be kind of helped with a crisis that they might be having. And the Cumberland County Jail actually is one of the places where that happens a lot. And we try to get people calmed down and straightened up a little bit, and then usually they move on from there, and that's it. The county jail is important, and it's very expensive to run it, actually. But that's one of the things we do. If you dial 911 because there's some problem, and in most of the county, that call is going to go to our dispatch center, which is in Windham, and we have expert people there with maps and computers and what they need to send you the police or send you the fire department or send you an ambulance or whatever you need in your crisis. That's something we do for everybody. And so, and that obviously is very important when people are having a hard time. If you write a deed, it goes into our registry of deeds. We maintain that. The same thing if you have a will or you need an adoption or you're getting adopted or you want to change your name, that goes to the probate court, which is at the Cumberland County Courthouse, which is right in downtown Portland and serves the whole county, which of course has almost 300,000 people. And then the other thing the county does is a little something called the Cumberland County Civic Center, or the Cross Insurance Arena these days. We call it the CIA. most people think that's, a bunch of spies down in Washington, but around here, that's the Cross Insurance Arena. And we don't have too many people going in and out of there just now because of the pandemic, but we're hoping by the middle or the end of summer, we'll be talking about going to hockey games and having concerts and events like that again. But that's we just a couple of years ago we had a big referendum and the voters all approved it, and we fixed it up real well. I think it was kind of getting a little worn out. I'd been around for 40 years, but now it's been spruced back up and it looks pretty good there. And
Yeah,
of course,
we
Strive's been in there more than once,
exactly. We spend a lot of time there, so thanks for making it nice.
The food's a little better too, when you get in line, either you're in the food line, you're in the bathroom line.
That's helpful.
Dad, please stop. Bathrooms.
All right, Noel, back to you, my friend.
Okay.
See how bad I messed up the question.
We had you
We heard.
also on the
Board.
board for the Seaport Credit Union. Can you tell us about that?
Well, we're actually a long time ago now. I've been on that board for a long time. The man who's the chief executive officer of the credit union called me up and said, "I want you to come down and help us on this board. We're going through some changes we think we need to make." And at that time it was called GECU, or Government Employees Credit Union, because it was started more than just about 80 years ago, I guess it would be, maybe closer to 90 now, by the post office workers. And what a credit union is a place where people can save their money and they all work together. And it's different than a bank. A bank has owners and the owners get whatever profits they might make. But the credit union, if there's any profits, then that's something that belongs to everybody that's a member of the credit union. So it's kind of a co-op kind of thing. So today, Seaport Credit Union we changed the name at one point to Seaport. And we have, we operate in Augusta and Portland and Scarborough, Brunswick. And we have quite a few members in southern and central Maine. So one thing that we've done is we thought, well, people who are immigrants, recent people who've moved to Maine, didn't seem to have a good opportunities to, at least they didn't think they did, to be involved with banking. And so many of them came from places where you didn't really put your money in the bank because you didn't think you'd ever get it back. So we kind of reached out to them quite a while ago now. And today we have many, many members who are recent immigrants to our country. And I got to tell you this, they tell all their friends. We are the fastest growing credit union in Maine for the last 3 or 4 years at least. And every month I get a report, and the report says, "We're doing great. Just stand aside and don't tell us to do anything because what we're doing is just fine." And so I'm very glad to see the reports and say, "Oh yeah, looks good. See you next month."
Yeah.
And it's been good. It's been kind of hard with the pandemic. We had nice open offices that people could go into to do their business, and of course, then we had to close them all up a little bit and put up walls and separations and all that because of the pandemic. So it's not quite so friendly and open now, but it's open and it's open for business, and we still see a lot of people coming in. So that's what I do with Seaport. I'm the treasurer, and have been for a while.
Wow. Awesome.
Dad,
All right, Jeff, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Olivia.
You're welcome.
You have been
Very
very interviewed with
involved.
Strive, for a long time, and now can you talk about why that is important to you?
We're talking about Strive, right? And so the one thing I can never remember about Strive is what it actually stands for, you know, the STRIVE. Someday maybe I'm going to be able to retire. And when I do, maybe I'll just, you know, paint a sign that shows it. And so I can remember it.
I can help you out with that, don't worry.
I think you guys probably know it pretty well. It's all Jeff. It's all part of you know, something that we became involved in pretty early on. Actually, there was a not too far from the South Portland headquarters is a place that used to be called the I think it was the Youth Development Center or something like that. It was over and my wife Peggy, she's really the brains behind the organization, so to speak. But she and a group of others, and I got involved as well a little bit. We started looking at, well, how are things going with people who might have some like disabilities or reasons that they need a little extra help, and so we ended up over there. And young Susan went to their program when she was very young, and and our real first interest or event or thing we ever did was we decided the place needed a paint job. It looked pretty bad. So and that was a state program, and we knew that they weren't going to put up any money, and they didn't. So we kind of raised a little money and painted the Infant Development Center was the name of it. So, and then after that, you know, we were involved with the Portland schools, and along the way we found out about Special Olympics, and that's a very important and helpful program and opportunity for people. And we found out about Strive, and our first visit to Strive, we met Peter, of course, and we were sitting on a pretty bad couch up on Congress Street in Portland. And that was
Oh, we still have that couch somewhere.
so
But Whitney died.
oh well, and Whitney we've met since, that's for sure. Anyway, and over time we just kind of felt, well, you know, we shouldn't just be a taker, we should be a giver too. And so that's a good part of the reason why we feel like if we can find a way to help out that's within our abilities and our means, that we're glad to do it. And sometimes we do have some stuff that we can do. Mostly, like I say, it's with everything else. We just stand to the side and watch everybody do what a great job they do.
We
Well,
appreciate all you do.
absolutely. We're very grateful for you guys too. And I think we should mention that both you and your wife, Peggy, and your fabulous daughter, Susan, were the recipients of our 2020 Volunteers of the Year Awards last year at our gala. So want to shout that out as well.
Well, as I say, you're obviously scraping the bottom of the barrel now, but
No way. All right. I think Noel has your last regular question for the lightning round.
Is it true you keep
Bees.
bees?
bees, huh? Well, I'm a member of the Maine State Bar Association, MSBA. I'm also a member of the MSBA, the Maine State Beekeepers Association. So, yeah, I have to confess, I have a beekeeper's license, but Maine winters are really hard on bees, so mostly I'm a bee funeral director.
Oh.
Once we get to, the real cold parts of the winter, it's pretty tricky to be able to go from year after year with the same bees. But I think I'm learning and learning and learning. I've been doing it for 7 or 8 years, and I think I'm getting better at it all the time. And they grow a lot of bees in Georgia, and they send them through the mail if you order them on time. And we actually get. I actually usually deal with the local farmer who grows bees here in Maine too. But yes, I do keep bees, and every Christmas our usual gift for all of our friends and family is a little supply of raw honey, which is really, it's local, it's
Let me get mine.
very high quality. It's
Ah.
people love that honey.
It's a great gift.
Thank you.
That's what we do. Yeah, and what you want to know about Queens, and I was the county extension service once asked me to give a speech about how to keep bees, and I said I won't do that, but I will give a speech about how not to keep bees. I said I know that.
Yeah.
And so, but that, yeah, I keep trying, and I think it's getting a little better at it every year. So, one of the things that's happened that people really kind of slide past pretty easily for the most part, but I don't think the farmers do. The last 3 or 4 years, we've had a terrible drought situation in southern Maine. And what that means is the bees are buzzing around. You think they're doing great, but actually they're kind of thirsty and they're kind of hungry because the amount of pollen and nectar that they want to accumulate for the winter, the supply is a little short. And so you get to the end of the summer or the middle of the fall, and you say, I should have been feeding them a lot of food, artificial food, because they're not going to be able to make it through the winter because they never got enough food in the last 6 months, And so that's something that I really have made a note to be very careful about in the next few years, is to make sure if we're having any kind of a drought at all, I need to feed them a little better so that they can kind of fight their way through the drought. But even with that, they're much better off with the natural food than anything that I could give them. So that makes it a little difficult, and I think it has been kind of tough on all the bees in Maine because of the drought the last few years.
I don't think I'd want to get a package of bees in the mail.
Yeah, scary package.
Oh, the post office people, they're kind of usually what happens is I get a call from the postmaster. He says, "Hey, have you got your truck today?" I said, He says, "Why don't you come down and get your bees? We won't deliver them. You just take it where we are." And that's fine. That's the smart thing to do.
Exactly.
But sometimes they've been a couple of years they dropped them on the front porch. Holy smokes, there they are.
Yeah, stop talking about the bees. Not important.
They're right in the backyard. There's lots of them when they're going strong. I usually get 4 or 5 hives going, and
Wow.
that would be 250,000 bees at least.
Wow.
All right, Suze, we'll move on. Sorry. All right. Well, so
Yeah.
those were our, yeah, ready for the next round, you guys?
Oh, tell us your best joke.
Oh, we're starting off with
Start
telling
with that.
a joke. All right. You got a joke ready, Jim?
Oh, nobody told me I needed to get a joke ready.
Uh-oh, so you didn't tell him?
Yeah, it's okay.
I got a guy right back of me. I'm going to ask him to help me out here, but I got to come back to that one after he thinks of one.
All right.
My partner, Neil.
Perfect. All right. Well, then, Jeff, you want to think of a good lightning round question?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
What is your favorite to do around the house?
Favorite thing to do around the house?
I do a lot of cooking.
Yes, he does.
That's because I'm, I could stand to lose a few dozen pounds, and but I like to eat, and so
That he does.
you know who else cooks a little is Susie. She knows how to fire up a frying pan sometimes too.
Mhm.
Please.
All right, Noel, back to you.
Okay. So what is your best part what is your best part for your bee thing?
Your favorite part of keeping bees?
Oh yeah, it's the honey. Let's
Yeah.
face facts. Yeah, everybody likes the honey.
Definitely. Jeff, back to you. Bye, Suze.
What is your favorite restaurant and why?
Ooh.
And why?
Favorite restaurant and why? I have to say I wish we had better Mexican restaurants around Portland, but my favorite is the Back Bay Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I should
And the
know.
reason is I only go there every few years, but they have a nice they have a steak meal that I really like there. It's one of the best meals I've had it a few times, and it's right at the top of the list. As good or better than anything else I've ever had.
Good.
Great spot.
Susie's demonstrating some honey or showing off some honey there, I think.
Yep, from the bees. When my dad
There you go.
collects bees and we got honey
Nice.
from
Awesome.
it.
Have you ever tried honey soup?
Honey soup.
No.
Is that a thing?
You can put honey in soup.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It makes tomato soup pretty sweet, that's for sure. Same thing with chicken noodle, it's
That's my mom's favorite.
the putting a little honey on pancakes is nice, and I
Yeah.
try. We don't use it as a condiment too much, but
Yeah.
anything you like to sweeten up, that does a good job, no question about it.
I can see.
Jeff, you got one more?
Jeff, you got one more question? One more LR question?
Keeping you awake?
Finish yawning.
Jeff,
Jeff.
Oh, yes.
lightning round. Go for it.
Okay, cool. What is your favorite Christmas cookie?
Favorite Christmas cookie?
There you go.
I think the Italian cookies, is that the pizzelle? Is that the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
couple of thousand of those goes down real nice. Yeah, no, those are
Also, maybe with a glass of milk, right?
yeah, glass of milk goes nice with them, some coffee,
Oh, yeah.
anything like that. It's great.
Good question,
My
Jeff.
partner
Right.
didn't come up with a joke. I don't know what's, usually he's got a whole bunch of them, but
Well, let's see. Noel or Jeff or Ryan, any of you guys got some jokes you can share?
I do have a joke.
All right, let's let it rip.
Knock knock.
who's there?
Bee.
Be who?
I forgot to get my honey to the beehive.
There you go. Don't stick your hand in there. They don't like that.
We'll work on the punchline next time.
Yeah, don't tell them that joke either.
All right. Well, Jim, I think those were all the questions we had for you. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was so nice to chat with you.
Well, it was my pleasure. You guys do great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're awesome.
Dad.
Now,
All right, Jeff, we'll be.
We'll be right back.
the STRIVECast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
Your ad.
Your ad is right here.
Your ad here. Pete, take it away.
Right. We were just talking in our production meeting, and we're going to run a special for the month of January. And we've got a great price per episode of Jeff. Tell 'em.
How much?
How much per episode?
$10.
$10. You can have an advertisement. Actually, the whole show will be brought to you by your business or even just you for $10. Sign up now for any amount of episodes. You can get the whole year for $520. Look at that. That's
quick math, Pete.
Yeah. $10 an episode. You can do one or you can do 100. Give us a call or sign up at STRIVECast at pslstrive.org. Let us know you're interested, and we'll make a plan to support your brand. For how much, Jeff?
$10, Pete.
$10, Jeff. That's right.
All hairs.
Can't beat that with a bag of hammers. So
You always say that.
that's my line.
Original. All right, $10 can't beat that, and Jeff will be.
We'll be right back, Olivia.
All right, we're back, and it's time for Susie's Cues. Want to sing your theme song?
Susie's Cues, and remember Susie's Cues, and there's coming on. Bam, what? Oh, yeah.
And my dad's coming on. All right. Suze, what are the cues about today?
Today, girl, true and false about rubber duckies.
About rubber duckies. All right, I'm excited.
I believe it is National Rubber Ducky Day.
Happy NRD, guys.
Yes.
Before we
Quack,
get
quack.
started,
Quack, quack.
I think rubber duckies squeak more than quack.
Yeah.
Anyway, much better.
Thank you.
Okay. So before we get started on the cues, this is our new in 21 scoreboard. And maybe Ryan can make a cool scoreboard graphic for us even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I like that.
Yet to get on the board in 2021 is our friend Noel. I'm expecting a big day for him today. Tied for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fifth place would be, or fourth, depending how you look at it, is Ryan and Whitney. And then I guess it would be for third or second place after that would be Susie and Olivia, who have 2 points. And in sole possession of first place thus far this year, we have Jeff with 3. So we'll see how we add to those points today as we go through Susie's cues. Are you ready, Suze, with number 1?
You buying, Pete.
All right, here we go.
Rubber duckies didn't always float. Is that true or false, team?
All right.
My ladies.
Rubber duckies didn't always float. Is that true or false? And we are going to start with the ladies. Is that true or false that rubber duckies didn't always float?
What do you think, Suze?
I think it's true.
Whitney?
Susie goes with true. Whitney.
Sure, we'll go with true.
True.
Okay.
Let's go true.
Ladies are all in it true. How about let's start with Noel.
F.
F. Noel, always the dissent, goes with false. Okay. Ryan.
I'll go with false.
Okay. Party lines here. Jeff.
True, locked in.
True, locked in. Okay, so we have the ladies and Jeff are with true, and Ryan and Noel are at false.
Yeah.
The answer is Jeff adds to his lead because that is true. Rubber duckies
Yes! We got
in the late 1800s and were intended to be chew toys. Families back then took turns bathing once a week in the same tub of water, starting from oldest to youngest. To get the little ones into the murky bath, rubber ducks were employed to coax them into the water. They were
Ew.
and did not float. So how about that? Not only do you have your rubber ducky doesn't float, you have to take a bath in the same water as everybody else in your family.
Next.
All right, so let's go. That's a point for Jeff, a point for Whit, a point for Susie, and a point for Olivia. Okay,
Right.
move on to number 2.
two. Today, the ducks were made of rubber. is that true or false? I think it's true.
Okay, I guess we're going to start with the ladies again. So true or false, today the ducks are made of rubber. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got Susie's locked in at true. How about we go over to Olivia?
I don't know. It could be a trick question. They might be made of plastic. I'm gonna say false, Suze. I don't know.
Okay,
You stick with your guns.
Wit.
I was thinking false as well.
Okay,
False.
Right over here.
switched over to the false team. Okay, Noel. Noel's false. Okay, Ryan
False.
and Mr. Leader Jeff. Everyone
False.
is in at false. Everyone's at false.
Everyone's at false. Okay.
Okay. Well, that is a good answer because that is false. Ducks today are usually made of plastic, are hollow, and float. So points for everybody. Congratulations, Noel. You are on the board.
Nice, Noel.
All right.
Nice, Noel.
Number 3.
All right, go ahead, Suze.
The world's largest duck is 2 stories high. Is
All right.
that true or false?
For the guys this time, okay? But the world's largest ducky is 2 stories high. Is that true or false? And this time, let's start with Jeff.
Pete, I'm going to say true, locked in.
True, locked in. 2.
I think it's the opposite.
You think it's false?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Ryan.
True.
Okay, 2 trues and a false. Now, Susie, hit it.
True.
True. Okay. Olivia.
I'll go true.
All right. Wit.
I think it's true.
Okay. So is everybody at true except for Noel?
Noel. Yep.
Okay. This might be Noel's big day because that is false.
Woo!
All right. The biggest rubber ducky in the world is 6 stories high and was created in 2014. He visits harbors all over the world often as a fundraising effort. So that's a point for Mr. Noel and only Mr. Noel. So
Nice, Noel.
Noel on a comeback. All right, Susie.
Once in 29,000 rubber duckies fell off the
Cargo ship.
cargo ship. I think false.
Okay, is this true or false that once 29,000 rubber duckies fell off a cargo ship?
Oh,
Okay, Susie's in at false. Let's go with Whitney.
Let's say false.
Okay, Olivia.
I'm gonna say true.
Okay. All right, now let's go. Jeff looks anxious, so let's go with Jeff.
Okay, Pete, I'm going to say true, locked in on that one.
Okay, true.
What? True.
Okay, Noel's in at true. Olivia's at true, Jeff's at true. The producer team is at false. And Ryan, what do you
False.
Yeah.
False. Okay, for me, it's my middle row is all false. And that's too bad because that one is actually true.
Yes.
Noel's big day continues.
Darn it.
And it was in 1992, 29,000 rubber duckies fell off a cargo ship and drifted around the world, washing up on the shores of England, Australia, South America, and the west coast of Canada. The ducks still wash ashore to this day, and they've helped scientists learn more about waves and ocean currents. Some of these lost ducks sell for $1,000. So if you find a duck at the beach,
Wow.
take very good care of it. So that is in fact true. And just help me here. I think that was Olivia, Jeff, and Noel all get a point for that.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, Olivia and Jeff and Noel. Okay. All right, and this is our final question for today, and it's a little bit different, okay?
Okay.
This one we'll give some bonus points for because it's not true or false. Take it away, Susie.
Ernie from Sesame Street seen someone about his rubber ducky. You remember how it goes?
Okay, so we're gonna have to take turns on this. If you can get it exactly right, I'll give you 2 points for this one, okay? So Ernie from Sesame Street used to sing a song about a rubber ducky. Who wants to take a shot at it for 2 points? Jeff? All right, let me pull up the exact language here. All right, go ahead.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
That's the first line. I need
And
all
what?
3 lines.
Oh, Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You're my best time with lots of fun.
And then.
Third line? Ooh, you're so
You're
close,
so close, Jeff.
but not.
Want to start
I know
it?
the song goes.
You
Okay.
can start it from the
Ducky,
beginning.
you're the one. You're my bedtime, lots of fun, and that's it.
Okay.
Close, but
I
not
think we
quite.
get a point for that. That was
Okay.
pretty good, or half a point.
We'll determine after everybody
Okay.
goes. All right. Somebody else who wants to take a shot at this?
Okay.
Oh.
Rubber ducky. I'm probably okay. Rubber
Oh, look, are
ducky.
you Googling
No,
it?
are you Googling it?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at
Look
us
up
when you
us.
sing.
Look at
Look
us.
at us. Look me in the eye and sing it to me.
We're going to take a point away.
Okay.
Look at me.
Rubber ducky. I did splash time a lot of fun. And do rubber ducky. I'm actually fond of you.
Very close.
Very close. You got the last part. All right,
Okay.
Suze, want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rubber Ducky, you're the one. The splash time, right? Lots of fun. Rubber Ducky, you. I thought of you. Ooh, Rubber Ducky, you're the one.
Okay. Nice,
All right.
Suze. Ryan, do you want to try?
Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun.
Okay.
Rubber Ducky, I am so fond of you.
It
Oh,
was so close.
very close.
I think I know it.
All right. Have you been cheating?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
That's fine. I believe it's Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun.
Yeah.
Rubber Ducky, I'm awfully fond of you.
Very close,
Oh.
but not correct.
Is it splash time?
Nope.
Okay. Whitney?
I was gonna say the exact same thing that Olivia said.
It was close, but not correct.
So who gets a point? Or can you recite the
Rubber
correct-
Ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun.
Yes.
Rubber Ducky,
I'm
I'm
fun.
fond of you.
What did I say? Lots of fun?
Instead of so much. So we'll give everybody a point because everybody did a valiant effort. We had lots of people very close, but nobody nailed it. So
Actually, there's two sources that say it's lots of fun and one source that says it's so much fun.
Oh,
Maybe they done
okay.
two different versions. I mean, it's an old
I
TV
think
show. Maybe they
Olivia
changed it up a
won.
little
Thank
bit.
you,
Judges have
Peggy.
ruled.
Sorry about that.
Judges have-
It could be quite possible they done it both
Yeah,
ways and
that's
interchangeably.
right.
Lots
She's-
of fun.
The one.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if people just heard Susie's amazing mom saying, I think Olivia won.
Oh,
I think that changes it. So instead of everybody getting 1 point, I'm sorry, guys. I've been overruled. Olivia's going to get 2 points.
oh.
The rest of you get nothing.
Go!
Nothing.
All
No,
right.
everybody should get a point. Everybody did a good job.
Hey, I can only go with what I'm given.
All right.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, it
you
could be
did.
possible that those words of the
Fine.
song
We'll
were
give-
used
We'll give
interchangeably.
everybody 1 point because it's with one source, and then Olivia will get 2. Okay.
Love
So-
it.
All right. So
Lots of fun. Rubber Ducky, you're the one.
I have to go buy a rubber ducky right now.
okay. All right. So for the 2-week total scores, we have let's see. I gotta be able to do this a little bit better. We have Ryan with 3. Then we have Whitney and Noel tied at 4. Big day for Noel.
Yeah, big day for Noel.
4-point day for Noel. I think that actually makes him tied for the lead for today.
Wow.
Then we have Susie with 5. And then we have tied for the lead after 2 weeks, Jeff and Olivia with 7. So
Nice, Jeff.
there we go.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Well, great round of Susie's cues. Suze, you want to sing us out?
Was Susie Q's. Susie Q's. Everyone likes Susie Q's. And we like our wings to eat.
All right. There's always next We Eat Eek. And Jeff will be.
You.
We'll be right back.
All right. We're back and it's time for.
My segment,
Your segment, what's it called?
Ask Jeff.
Ask Jeff. All right, Pete, take it away.
So we get a wide variety of questions for Jeff here at Ask Jeff, and you can send us yours at strivecast@pslstrive.org to ask a question for Jeff. They could be serious, they could be fun. Today's is maybe a little bit of both. Jeff, are you ready for this? Today's question is from Katie from Scarborough, who writes, what would you do if you were walking in the forest and you found a unicorn?
Oh,
Uh,
love the show.
If I was walking through a forest and I saw a unicorn,
Yep.
Yeah. What would you do?
I actually would ride. I would ride it
Ride it where?
up a rainbow.
Oh,
What would you name it?
I think I'll name it Rosie.
Rosie.
Oh.
That's
But
nice.
there's Jeff. My cat's name is Rosie.
Oh, yeah.
okay. Well, Jeff, I think that's a very good answer.
Write it above a rainbow and name it Rosie.
Rosie
Nice.
the unicorn.
Yes.
All right. How about Susie? What would you do if you found a unicorn and you're walking in the forest?
I could name it
Also,
Rainbow because Rainbow is my walking one day I saw a rainbow and I would ride it to Liv's house.
Yeah.
There you go. What
Awesome.
if this-
Oh,
what if the
Lips.
unicorn wasn't friendly?
What if it wasn't friendly? I'd
Yeah.
run away. I'd be
Let
scared.
people ride it. All right, Noel, what about you? You find a
Yeah.
you're out walking in the woods on a hike and you find
Yeah,
a unicorn.
and I have an icebreaker along with me.
Okay.
And I will get a little bit of a knife.
A little bit of a
And
knife?
A knife?
not to hurt the unicorn, to make the antler more ice for the icebreakers.
You're going to chop its horn off?
No, just
Sharpen it.
a little bit of the sand
You're gonna sand down the unicorn's horn.
and
Very
make
different
it
answer from
into
our
a
other
mint,
two hosts.
like an icebreaker mint for your breath.
Ah, to make a mint. You think you could use the unicorn's horn shavings as a mint?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever
And
said that.
I will pet it and hug it and give it to a teddy bear.
Okay. What would you name it after you shaved it down? Like
I will name it Bubba.
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 Bubba the unicorn.
Bubba.
That provides rough mints. We've got
Yeah.
Rainbow the unicorn that you would ride to Liv's house, and then we've got Rosie the unicorn that you would ride up a rainbow. That is quite a variety of answers. So
Where's the horn's going to make breath mints?
Katie, thank you very much for that question. And if you'd like to
If
You
remember
can,
that
yeah.
TV commercial, Olivia,
Huh?
with the unicorn, but it was a mint. It was something with an icebreaker or something. It was a TV commercial about a mint.
Oh, okay. You didn't make this up. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
we were going to give you full creativity points for that. So if you'd like to send your question, however creative it may be, to Ask Jeff, send it in, strivecast@pslstrive.org, and we'll take the best ones and we'll answer them right here. We'll also ship out a Strive t-shirt to Katie in Scarborough. Thanks a lot for your question. Thanks,
All right.
Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff, we'll be.
We'll be right back with Christmas trees.
Poetry, Noetry, Kakatry, Noetry. Once upon a circus, there was a cup in the middle of the road. But how did the cup get to the road? I don't know. Maybe the cup lost a chip in between it's the handle, not the handle, but the middle thing. Then somehow the cup made it on top of the chimney, but then the chimney became a muffin. So when a muffin came up to be a stone, so Snow White came to town and she gave this poison muffin to a ball. Then the ball ate the poison muffin, and the ball became a flat screen TV with a man sitting in front of it, watching his TV, and he saw all crazy elephants in the way and frolic in the wind and dashing through the snow in one horse open sleigh. The end.
Wow, Noel. So it circled back to the circus in the end.
Yeah.
That went in a lot of different directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked how the muffin became a scone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the poison muffin.
Excuse me. Yeah. I missed the poison part.
So can you tell us what the heck that meant?
Yeah. That was because of the meaning of the story was fairy in a fairy tree. When it was magic because what Santa gave to all those creatures and things, and Snow White was my favorite Disney person. She became there because she was snow. She was in a carousel with the Disney things to sit down on, and Donald Duck was with her and everything. Then
I feel we're doing another poem right now.
but they were watching the TV with that man who was watching the TV.
They were
Who's
watching
the man?
TV on the carousel?
Then dashing through the snow in the one horse open sleigh.
Who is the
That
man?
was with Minnie Mouse and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wow.
What happened with the poison muffin scone?
That was the evil witch.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get off topic a little bit more even, but you mentioned Snow White as your favorite Disney character. Don't we have a picture of you with her somewhere?
Yeah, that was the way I brought it up.
Yeah.
What?
Our
Yeah.
STRIVECast family here, I think we remember this. That this has caused some controversy amongst our ranks in the past,
Big beef with this group.
right?
I forgot about this.
It was Snow White.
I was also
White is
blushing.
Noel's
at the same
ex-girlfriend.
time.
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, there's a very interesting picture of Noel with
Yeah.
lipstick all over his cheek.
He's blushing, he says.
What?
All right, let's.
I'm not over that.
I know. You shouldn't be, Suze. I'm with you. All right, Noel, nice poem. Thank you today. And Jeff will be.
We'll be right back with energy.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Listeners like Pete.
Listeners like Pete and listeners like who, Noel?
Rachel.
Rachel Wanser. Yay! Shout out to Rachel. You're the best, Rachel. Employee of the year. Of course, don't forget it.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Rachel. Jeff, will be.
Thanks, sweet
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back and it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I would love to have my chicken BOT in a wrap sandwich. Wrap it up.
Oh,
Hey, if you're a restaurant that sells wraps,
Like Joe's?
sponsor.
Yeah.
And how
It
much
makes
would it
all the
cost, Jeff?
sandwiches.
That's
Jeff, how
right.
much would it cost?
$794.
That would
That's
be
quite a luxury sandwich
lot of
though, and the big one, bitch.
Jeff. How much does it cost per episode to advertise on the STRIVECast?
I think it was $10.
$10. Boom.
Don't miss out on this January deal. Price is going up in Feb.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
So thank you so much again to our pal and Susie's dad, Jim Cloutier, for being our awesome guest today on the STRIVEcast. That was a great interview. And next week, we have a big announcement. Next week, we will be interviewing the mayor of Portland, Maine, Kate Snyder. So that's a really exciting episode you're not going to want to miss. So tune in next week to hear all about what the mayor has to say about current state of affairs in Portland. You guys excited?
This is good for people in the head honchos in the.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great podcast for head honchos to come on. I agree.
But too bad we can't. I know he doesn't want to, but it's up to him because he has a family who does the same thing. But
Yes, we will hope to get those guests that you are referring to on the podcast soon.
I'm not forcing Mr. G.
No, we won't force any Mr. G's. So thank you so much to Jim, and make sure you guys tune in next week to hear from Miss Mayor herself. Can't wait to chat with her.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to say before we close out?
God bless America.
I knew you were going to say that. God
Thanks
bless
for
you.
listening.
Every time. All right, and that's all we've got.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne.
Bless Pete.
Bless Pete. You always say Avril Lavigne when you want to say
Oh,
Austin.
did we want to bring up Strive Rocks coming up in May?
Oh, yep, that's
Yes,
right.
Thank you. Whitney, tell us about Strive Rocks this year.
Sure. So just like last year, we are turning Strive Rocks virtual. We had so much fun last year, and we think this year is going to be bigger and better. So save the date. Friday, May 7th into Saturday, May 8th will be Strive Rocks 2021. We are in the very early stages of planning, but keep checking our website, striverocks.org, or our social media pages to find out more details.
It's
Can't
gonna
wait.
be awesome.
See you there in your Zoom square.
And we have to I still have to be on mute because to watch the.
Especially you. Have to.
Yeah, we're never gonna never. You're gonna be on.
Part of the thing is we have so many people there that we can't control it, and nobody would be able to hear if we weren't on mute. But there'll be times where you can come off mute and things like that.
Absolutely.
Learned a lot last year, and it's gonna, like Whitney said, much bigger and better this year. So can't wait.
2.0. New and
Strive Rocks
improved.
21.
See you there. All right.
That's right.
That's all we got. So we'll see you next week with Mayor of Portland, Maine. Bye, guys.
Bye.